Imagine, for a moment, you open your eyes for the very first time, and outside the window, instead of blue skies and green fields, there lies the infinite, star-speckled darkness of space. Your earliest memories are not of sunshine, of wind or rain, but of artificial lighting and the quiet, constant hum of machines. Instead of soft grass under your feet, you feel the texture of the metal walls and floors, smooth and cold, designed to be practical rather than pleasing. Your home is not a sprawling neighborhood or city, but a carefully designed habitat, floating hundreds of kilometers above the Earth. To be born on a space station is to experience a life fundamentally different from all of human history. From the very first breath, you are part of an experiment, an adventure, really, combining the ingenuity of science and technology with the resilience and hope of the human spirit. But what would such a life look like? How would it shape the very way you think, move, grow, and dream? From the very beginning, your world is all encapsulated. The walls are thin barriers protecting you from the vacuum just outside. Every aspect of the environment, air, water, gravity, lighting, must be controlled. Nurses and attendants hover around, making sure all is well, knowing that nothing can be left to chance in this fragile bubble among the stars. The station's medical equipment is state-of-the-art, designed for remote care and constant monitoring, and your vitals are tracked with meticulous precision. In those early days, you wouldn't feel the force of gravity pulling you down. You would float, untethered. Unless someone held you or a harness kept you in place, your parents, perhaps growing up on Earth themselves, would have had to learn to move slowly and efficiently in microgravity, careful not to set themselves drifting with an accidental gesture. Playtime for you would be an experience of gliding, spinning, and tumbling gently through the air. A true three-dimensional freedom, one no earthbound child could ever fully imagine. But this freedom comes with new challenges. The developing bones of an infant on Earth grow strong against the steady pull of gravity, but in space, this weight is missing. To make sure your body grows healthy and resilient, everything from your food to your exercise is carefully planned. Your toys have Velcro, magnets, and tethers, so they don't vanish into a corner and clog up vital equipment. Even your crib or sleeping pod is designed to gently confine, to mimic the comfort of being held, because, without gravity to press you down, you could easily float into uncomfortable or even dangerous positions. Your senses adapt differently too. The station's lighting is tuned to mimic the changing hues of sunlight on Earth, giving you a sense of day and night, though in reality, you're circling the planet at astonishing speeds, watching sunrise and sunset race past your window every 90 minutes. The silence outside is absolute, broken only by the whirring fans and pumps inside, the mechanical heartbeat that sustains your home in the stars. Smells and tastes are different here. Food is prepackaged for safety, water is conserved and recycled endlessly, and the odors of metal, plastic, and machinery pervade the air, all lovingly filtered and cycled to preserve freshness and health. As you grow, you begin to move independently. Crawling takes on a new meaning when there is no down, and you quickly discover that handholds and foothooks are essential for getting around. Children born on Earth learn to balance and walk, but you, born on a space station, perfect the art of navigation through 3 dimensions. You pull yourself along with your arms, kick off gently from the walls, and twist effortlessly in midair. Guides and rails put in place by the adults lead you from section to section. You become an adept navigator of a world with no firm ground, a world where you float instead of walk. Education, too, is transformed. Your lessons are a blend of digital content and hands-on experimentation. You watch as water globules float in front of your eyes, shimmering in the artificial light, and learn about surface tension not from textbooks, but from direct, playful experience. You observe how a tiny drop splits or merges, and you come to appreciate the wonder of the ordinary, the phenomena that on Earth go unnoticed, here revealed as something deeply and utterly fascinating. Science isn't just a subject, it's a daily necessity. Teachers, whether present as caregivers or joined in digitally from Earth, encourage you to question, to reason, to explore. Earth history and geography become stories and maps you pore over with curiosity. The planet below is not your home, but an object of unending fascination. You see storms swirl over continents, watch continents drift into sunlight, marvel at the shifting greens and blues, yellows and browns. Your home is never one country or one city. Instead, you see the vast tapestry of Earth as a single, shared place for all of humanity. Your friends and family aboard the station form a tight-knit community. The population is small, so the bonds are close. You celebrate birthdays with a cake made from shelf-stable ingredients, sing songs over the hum of life support, and share stories of Earth and space. Cherished traditions are adapted to your strange environment. No candles, perhaps, but glow sticks or laser pointers to simulate the sense of gathering around a warm flame. Holidays are marked by the passage of supply ships and new faces, but connection to Earth is never far. Video calls with distant relatives, supplied via high-speed communication arrays, bring glimpses of parks, forests, animals, laughter in familiar gravity, children running and jumping, scenes alien yet comforting. A reminder that the world below is always present in your life, even if at a distance. You listen to your Earth-born parents reminisce about rain, about the feeling of sand between their toes, about smells and tastes they remember but you have never known. Physically, your body changes in ways that mark you as a space-born child. Without the constant pull of gravity, scientists worry your bones will become brittle, your muscles weak, your heart slightly reshaped by the lack of need to push blood against gravity. Engineers design exercise equipment, special treadmills, bicycle rigs, resistance bands, all designed to simulate the necessities of terrestrial life. Every day, you and your friends participate in guided exercise sessions, a routine as essential as eating or breathing. You may grow taller than your earthbound peers, your spine stretching in microgravity without the constant compression of weight. Your face could appear rounded, with slightly puffy features, as fluids shift in your body. You might even develop a different sense of spatial awareness, your mind trained from infancy to interpret three-dimensional movement and orientation in a weightless environment. What you consider natural, moving with a flick or spinning without ever falling, is remarkable to those who visit from Earth. Your immune system, too, is watched closely. The station is a closed-loop ecosystem and must be kept as germ-free as possible. Still, the confined quarters and recycled air create new challenges. Vaccinations are updated, immune responses tracked, and every sniffle or cough is treated with caution. The possibilities of infections spreading in such a small, sealed environment mean strict quarantine protocols. Viruses and bacteria evolve differently here. Researchers learn from your experiences, and in turn, space medicine advances for all humanity. As you reach adolescence, questions of identity and belonging become sharper. Are you an Earthling, bound by the old world stories, or a citizen of space, a new branch of humanity carving out place and purpose above the clouds? Your sense of home is the station itself, the familiar modules, the shared mess hall, the laboratories, the recreation areas, all floating together in silent orbit. You marvel at the courage of the first astronauts, long gone, who made this new way of life possible. You cannot help but dream of planets and moons beyond, of Mars and its rusty deserts, or perhaps Europa with its hidden oceans. Science fiction is not fiction to you. Many of its imagined scenarios are played out around you each day. You and your peers, born on the threshold of the solar system, see the future with different eyes. New explorations beckon. Will you one day visit Earth as an outsider, or journey farther, expanding humanity's reach across the stars? The culture that takes root among space-born children is a blend of terrestrial heritage and the necessities of station life. Music and art, food and philosophy, all adapt to the realities of living in space. You and your friends may sing songs composed just for microgravity, play games invented for a world without up or down, paint scenes of swirling stars and blue world vistas few have ever seen with their own eyes. Even language and slang evolve in your closed environment, shaped by the experiences of living in a place where every resource is recycled. Every moment is precious. Your education focuses on survival and stewardship as much as on history or mathematics. You learn the value of closed ecosystems, the need for careful balance and cooperation. Waste is minimized. Everyone takes personal responsibility for air, water, and supplies. In such a vulnerable environment, accountability is more than a lesson. It is a way of life, reinforced by experience and necessity. Your perceptions of beauty shift as well. Instead of grand landscapes, you marvel at the symmetrical beauty of solar panels, at the gleaming arcs of habitat modules, at the swirling colors of the Earth's auroras as they dance below your home. The view from your window is a constant reminder of how small and precious life is, set against the endless void. And then, at age 16 or 17, comes the question that has lingered in the background of your life. A rite of passage. Will you ever go to Earth? To the world where your ancestors lived and thrived, where gravity pulls you down, where open sky and endless landscapes await? For many, the trip is both longed for and terrifying. For the first time, gravity will pull at your body with relentless force. The simple act of standing will be a monumental effort. Your bones and muscles, trained in microgravity, will struggle to adapt. Earth's diseases, allergens, and microbiomes will be new and potentially hazardous to your immune system. The journey itself requires rigorous preparation. Medical teams monitor your health, strengthen your muscles with targeted exercise, provide you with special diets and medications to minimize bone loss. You study videos of walking and running, trying to imagine what it means to be anchored to a surface, to move with the constraint of weight. You practice with weighted suits that simulate gravity, your movements slow and awkward, your breath coming quickly as your body strains against the new resistance. Finally, the day arrives. After months of preparation and anticipation, you strap into the re-entry capsule, nerves taut with excitement and fear. The descent through Earth's atmosphere is both terrifying and wondrous, a symphony of vibrations and noise, a tumultuous welcome to the planet of your ancestors. The hatch opens, and you are greeted by smells, sights, and sounds beyond your dreams. The first breath of unfiltered living air, rich with the scent of earth, of growing things, of rain and life, overwhelms you. Sunlight feels different, warmer, more present, unmediated by metal and glass. The sensation of wind on your face is at once alien and exhilarating. Everything, people, buildings, trees, animals, seems impossibly, vividly real. But gravity is the greatest shock. Your body strains to adapt. Each movement is laborious, your legs heavy, your heart racing as it works against the pull of the earth. Doctors and attendants move beside you, helping you acclimate, encouraging you not to give up. Weeks turn to months as you slowly gain strength and balance, learning to live in a world where falling is a constant danger, where up and down are inescapable realities. At last, you begin to explore gardens, parks, city streets, mountains, and rivers. Your joy is matched only by your curiosity. Every sensation is new, every experience a revelation. Rain on your skin, grass between your toes, the songs of birds, the chorus of insects at dusk. Each detail is a wonder, each moment filled with awe. People you meet are fascinated by your story, by the way you move, the questions you ask, your memories of a life beyond the sky. Some see you as a pioneer, others as an outsider. You discover the intricate web of Earth cultures, its diversity, its histories, its promise, and its challenges. You learn, too, that Earth's resources are not infinite, that its environment needs as careful stewardship as the fragile space station from which you came. A part of you will always long for the stars, for the silence and clarity of space, for the feeling of floating free in 3 dimensions. But your time on Earth gives you a deeper appreciation for the connections between worlds. How space and Earth are not separate realms, but parts of a single human adventure. Perhaps, after some time, you return to the station. Your body reacclimates to microgravity, adjusting once more to the freedom you first knew as a child. You bring with you the stories and memories of Earth, sharing them with friends, with newcomers, maybe even with the next generation of space-born children. As the decades go on, you become a bridge between worlds, a living testament to human adaptability and imagination. The lessons you carry shape the future of life beyond Earth. The importance of careful management and cooperation, the need for flexible minds and resilient bodies, the bond between the planet below and the habitats above. Your story, repeated by others born on different stations, moons, or planets, forms the foundation for a new kind of humanity, one that stretches beyond national borders, beyond even planetary boundaries. You are a citizen of space, but also a child of Earth, a witness to its beauty, a guardian of its legacy, a builder of new homes among the stars. To be born on a space station is ultimately to be part of a grand experiment, a journey not just of science and technology, but of heart and spirit. It is the challenge of making life in the most hostile of environments and, in so doing, learning something new about what it means to be human. As you close your eyes at night, you float gently, weightless, in your small, warm cocoon. Outside, the stars wheel endlessly, silent witnesses to your unique and miraculous life. Down below, the blue-green orb of Earth glows in the darkness, a reminder of home, of beginnings, and, at the same time, a promise of new worlds yet to be explored, stories yet to be told. The adventure, it seems, has only just begun.